You know, it's as I'm sitting here that there were some game shows and some showcases of games and then also some gaming news in general, but that's not what this channel is for, as we see a Zol Exquisite Taste, 3 custom mysteries, because all perks were chosen, my goodness, my brain hurts. But yeah, so we'll set that in a moment and we will move on with life. So, my arm. Let's see, Exquisite Taste, a Zol. No random item stats, so let's get into it for the sake of timestamps, if nothing else. So as we get into a Zol Exquisite Taste custom character once more, maybe I want to try running ally attack? I can try it, but I think we have other stuff as well. So, Takshisan, Dexterity, Knowledge, second encounter, Light, second mystery. Yeah, and our stats don't look too good. We don't have a charisma check, but I think I would rather still go for... Oh, that's right, we have Exquisite Taste, so ally attack is going to be a bit tricky. That means, yeah, I have to leave the schoolyard, and I definitely have to leave the illegal den. I would actually advise you to leave the monument, but if you really need a weapon, I guess hardware store. But the question then becomes, do you want to tree for funds? Which you kind of have to if you don't set prepare. Otherwise, unless you're not planning to rest during the run. But that's another topic entirely to think about. But otherwise, as we sit here, also, for some reason, I ate... So I did a funny thing with the sandwich. So obviously, you know, if you have, like, whatever grounded beef, or you actually have pre-made patties, I will just use bread slices as my sandwich buns. But it's not that you need burger buns to make things work, as we have Akamanto footage, Shiva's, Taxi, and Shuttle. So, yeah, I will just use bread slices. Nice funds rule, by the way. We still want to just take that in the face, but my worry is I think we just have to creep forward and hope for the best, yeah. So we're going to go for experience here, and if we run into an encounter, we just run away. We do have a baseball bat, so that will hold us for a moment, but after Mystery 1, we really don't want to be holding on to a baseball bat anymore, or using a baseball bat for damage. We want to be doing a thing. Now that immediately gets me the experience I need, but I could have easily just as well, or I could have just as well run into 2 encounters back to back, and any ally recruits here would be helpful, particularly anyone who increases charisma, although knowledge would help out as well. So, strength otherwise, but yeah, we did finally get 7 charisma, so all is good there. And now we just take a bunch of doom from the illegal den ally recruits. So, if we say, yeah, would have been nice, but then I would have to tree for funds, and I don't want to do that. We get Ryuichi, who is a good, I think it's Ryuichi? Yeah, a good little doom, just in case we have fun. So instead of tossing funds away through the Misery Parasite UI, we can instead toss 2 or more funds, if we have it, to Ryuichi and lower Doom instead of just take it in the face. But we still want to hold on to 1 fund, I think. And yeah, me concentrating here will help out with everything else, not just the other game I'm playing, but also game dev and actually writing as well, because I need to... My brain has recently just flew from my mind. Not that I didn't put work in trying to, you know, make videos, do game dev, write stories, so on and so forth, and also nice little... So this is a very fast frame by frame, so literally, like, as all custom enemies, it's... You have 2 pictures, and this is a good little manipulation of the Ito file to make it seem like, you know, it's very well... I mean, it is very well animated, but it make it seem like it's actually using more pictures or frames than it is, when it's literally just 2 frames going back to back, which is great for the illusion of things. Also, I realize I'm using a baseball bat here. I could instead go for a... No, I can't one-shot. No, pain. Well, can we do a kick? We can, but I'd rather still do this because there's a good chance, I think, yeah, 90% chance to miss this, but as long as we, yeah, hit the ally attack and the kick the first time around, we'll be okay. Now again, we don't have random item stats, otherwise that could have been an interesting police revolver. It could have gone down to like, what, 77 speed with extra damage, but that didn't happen, so instead, away we go. Also, whatever, if we do have the second encounter check, whatever encounter I run into next will be our second encounter, but... Did I visit the mansion twice with max threat level? I was autopiloting, I wasn't paying attention. So, nice 12 roll, by the way. Now we have extra doom to just eat in the face, but fine. Also, that's right, we have Blood Frenzy, so we're actually taking more damage as well. I might even just want to get rid of that, because Blood Frenzy does not help our ally attack, I'm pretty sure. And if it does, well, my mind is just really, really going lately. Anywho. So yeah, we take 2 Doom in the face. So be it. That we might as well just be saying we also have another stack of, well, an extra Survivor's Guild of sorts, but we're going to try to level up as soon as possible. We would have been able to level up now, but we needed the allies, so Shiba's, Taxi, Shuttle. So I think we'll take Taxi next, funny enough. Shuttle can wait. Injuries should be fine. And yeah, what I was trying to say, if I didn't interrupt myself earlier, was that I feel slowed down by basically the burger that I ate. Even though, if you didn't already know, I'll say this probably 2 or 3 more times in separate videos. But I do have basically, I think I can say it now. I have GERD, so gastroesophageal reflux disease, and essentially what that means is my stomach acid is acting up. Mostly that it's coming back up in my body instead of just staying in my staying where it's supposed to stay, essentially. And it is going up towards my throat. Now, not by much, because if that was really terrible, they would. If that actually happened, that would be quite terrible, as we fail a luck check there. But, thankfully, I don't think there's any foresight of me getting Barrett's esophagus. And I swear I'm not saying that just because, you know, I like F7 or anything. Like, that's literally what the condition is called. Or GERD can branch out into Barrett's esophagus, which would be very, very bad, and I would actually have to go to a gastroenterologist, a doctor, or someone who specializes in the matters of, well, your esophagus and whatnot, and your the gastral parts of your body, because I'm no doctor. But anywho, Unrelenting would be interesting. I think we just take Charisma, though. Quick Nicking would have been nice as well, but we're running ally attack. We might as well do ally attack things, which can result in a one-shot here if I hit both of these attacks. Pretty much flipping a coin. And we fail to flip the coin, so off we go. We'll just use this corpse dust. I don't even know how much luck this character has, but we're going to find out. We do have Akamanto, so as long as we don't lose a thing. Yeah, as long as we don't lose reason, we should be fine here. Although we do get slapped really quickly, but I think we do need to hit both of these, by the way. I don't think anything weird can happen, but if we hit both attacks like that, I don't need to worry. We're out of funds, but I can actually trade off... Well, can I trade off anything? I don't think I actually want to. Can't sell that. Sell the library notes, probably, yeah. So we have 1 fund. But then that's optimally what you want to happen if you have the fund rule as Azal, that you lose your fund near the end of the mystery, don't run into out of funds, and then sell something so that you have 1 funds for the next mystery, whatever you decide to do. In my case, it's going to be Taxi, and now we have the experience rule, but we will level up. Unfortunately, our Doom is going to increase by about 15%, so that's not an exact calculation, that's just me gauging how much Doom I'm gonna get, but I promise you, it's not this. The experience rule is going to absolutely be bad for me. If nothing else, we want to level up as soon as possible. Now, alternatively, I could toss experience to the police station really quickly, but then that brings up, well, you know what, we're gonna do it really quickly. So hopefully I do level up before the end here. That way I can effectively take less Doom. If I don't level up, I will be very sad, because then we would have taken more Doom. We're also losing experience somewhere. I don't actually know where I'm losing experience, but hey. We'll move on. We do have the Crestfallen Mask to note, but that I shouldn't lean on that, considering Azal can just slap away a bunch of our stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, kick. Thankfully, we just hit the thing, but hey, we'll equip the map first. We'll equip the Crestfallen Mask as needed. But, yeah, I really do need to level up. Is it Aotori who's causing this? The experience? Yeah, -5 experience when investigating, but then -1 Doom when investigating as well. So that's something to think about. We also have a police revolver to throw. We can throw the baseball bat as well. And I will probably forget about it all, but it's fine. So let's level up now. Doomed already is probably going to be the go-to pick, and then another point in Charisma. And let's hope we pass some charisma checks, because otherwise I'm going to be quite sad. So I think we can actually just do the whole shebang here. I don't know if I can say that safely, but I'm pretty sure I can, because I'm just using it as a way to say, hey, everything that I'm talking about. Drive around the chaos. Nope. Perception failure. Go right. Gain some distance. Drive around the lake. And then we'll see what else happens. So, turn it around? Question mark? Nope. Roll the 10 anyway. Well, hey. Focus on the road. And let's do our best to survive. We should be fighting something soon. Push to the limit because we have charisma. And let's see what happens here. So these are still human enemies. And we do deal like 20 damage guaranteed. Would like to do more, but if we don't, we have a police revolver we can throw. In fact, I should probably just throw them now. I'm going to throw the police revolver, but then I'll option select the baseball bat. In case we low rolled both there. I would have liked to not do that, but... And then, yeah, let's keep the map equipped for as long as possible. So that was 2 funds plus 50 experience. Should have thrown funds away. In fact, I had Ryuichi, but now it's too late. I need to remember to do a thing. So I forgot to use Ryuichi there, so I just took extra Doom. But it should not be the end-all be-all yet. Shibas or Shuttle? We'll take Shuttle last, funny enough. Each curse, and then we have the experience roll, but we'll level up again, so that shouldn't hurt as much. And then again, keep in mind we still have the Crestfallen Mask to equip, so I feel somewhat confident still. But if we just get lost and get a Doom increase, that doesn't make me happy. Oh, man. I'm gonna do the police station check again. I might even do it twice. So we're gonna trade off 22 experience. Hopefully we level up. And that does mean I need to fight a thing. Now we took Doom there, but it was a calculated risk. So let's hope we hit both of these ally attacks. And they do need to roll high, so to not take -2 all, but that's the risk we take. Thankfully, we didn't take it in the face. And I think around, is it 5 a.m.? Or is it 6 a.m.? Wow, I am not a fan of that game. But anywho, to know that anyway. But counting my investigations, oh my goodness. Are we gonna be okay here? Yeah, we should be able to level up. Then we have 4 funds, so we need to Ryuichi now. So, so we decreased Doom by 1, we decreased it by 3. Let's level up here so we don't take anything else. And we'll take a point of knowledge in case we run into a ghost. Predestined would have been nice, but no. And off we go. So we should take, yeah, minimal amount of Doom. I think we have like a curse, but 1 Doom at the end of a mystery, that's quite low for me. Period. That's the end of the sentence. Forgot my second encounter, by the way, so here's hoping. But as we get into this mystery here, so now we have a bunch of Doom for allies. We can toss our allies away. I don't want to, though. So I think what I'm going to do, because we do have Takshisan, I believe. Is that going to be more Doom? So what I'm thinking right now, is it more Doom to just run into Takshisan and try to kick Takshisan to a defeat? Or is it going to be more Doom to take these allies and then possibly one-shot Takshisan? Either way, I'll have the Doom to spare, or I should have the Doom to spare. But we are going to take a bunch of Doom. We might take 20 Doom, actually. So we might have to let go of our allies. Yeah. 5 Doom. That was 5 Doom already. Well, okay, if that's the case, let's try and make sure we toss our allies then at the end of this. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think we're going to get to level up. In fact, I might just want to visit the police station here. So after this investigation, we'll visit the police station and just use up all of our funds. That also allows us to use Ryuichi. So Ryuichi really saving our lives here. But we will toss all these funds basically down the drain through Ryuichi. I mean, it's not tossing it down the drain because we're getting a use out of it. But if we don't decrease Doom at all, then yeah, I was dead. Well, that would have been tossing everything down the drain. But thankfully that didn't happen. Can I sell one of these, by the way? I can. So we can Ryuichi again. If we run into out of funds, we'll trade off Reason. We shouldn't need it. And we'll see what happens. So effectively, we're at 72 reason right now, but we'll wait until the end of the mystery before we do any maneuvers. So this would be one of them, but we would do it after this, theoretically, this encounter, I believe. Or does that count? Okay, yeah, so we need to let go of the allies now, so rip my charisma and a point of knowledge, but we don't need it anymore. So hopefully we'll be okay. And yeah, even if we just get slapped a lot by Tachi-san in the lighthouse, we should be okay. Now we lose Iwa, so rip my strength too. But if and when we equip this Crestfallen Mask, we should be okay. Yeah, because even if Tachi-san slaps us 4 times, we should have things. In fact, because our experience is negative due to Mind Wipe, we actually decrease Doom even more. Funny enough. So, that just the one time, I think this is the first time Mind Wipe has actually helped us. I mean, I've talked about Mind Wipe helping us before, but, yeah. Also, did I already use my handcuffs, by the way? No. Yes, I did. Well, hey, at least we have a pack of cigarettes for this. But we do have to figure out how we're going to defeat Tachi-san. I could use skin removal, but I don't feel like doing that. So, I guess we just take this 3 Doom to the face. Again, we could take 4 hits perfectly fine, so as long as we roll well on these kicks, we should be okay still. Now, if we don't, it would have been really bad. But yeah, that was actually quite lucky. I hit a lot of those kicks. But yeah, this should be the end of the run. Whether I win or lose, I mean, I should definitely win. But yeah, nothing really much else to say. So we are going to move to the next character because I usually try to do 2 runs. I really don't remember this at all. Did I fought the toilet go somewhere? I'm just going to say something because I don't remember at all. But yeah, without further ado, I'm not going to take up much more of your time. If you want to support me, you know what to do. If you want to say anything else, I mean, the comment section is always open, as we did footage. Akamanto. Yeah, Akamanto. And yeah, not really much else to say. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!